Hey, what's up YouTube? King James here. I've been running the M16 a lot lately as my medium to long range gun. And what I haven't really been using is the FFAR as my short to medium range. And that's because it uses the same ammo pool as the M16. I know it's meta right now, but I like to run guns that use different ammo pools so I don't find myself running out of ammo. So I'm still using SMGs quite a bit. And I pulled out an old faithful, the Cold War MP5, and it still slaps. And you need to try it out again, because if you don't like running meta guns and you want guns with two different ammo pools, maybe the Cold War MP5 is the answer for you. So I like to look at the base weapon stats first, because they give you a really good indication of how the gun's going to work. And I put it up beside the MAC-10 because it's a very popular SMG. And you look at the MAC-10, it's got the highest RPM in the game, 1118 versus 854. But the MP5 has some distinct advantages. Headshot damage, 47 being one of them versus 30. Chest, stomach, and extremities, 33 and 29 versus 25 and 22. There's a couple other things as well. So the ADS is slightly slower than the MAC-10, but where it really excels is sprint to fire time, 117 milliseconds versus 163, and the tactical sprint, 284 to 217. So you get a huge advantage there. And the other thing the Cold War MP5 doesn't have is an open bolt delay, where the MAC-10 has a 50 millisecond open bolt delay. And what that is, that's the time from when you pull the trigger for the bolt to open and then fire the bullet. So there's actually a 50 millisecond delay built into the MAC-10. So if you're running and then pull your gun out and go and shoot, you're going to beat all of those other SMGs with the MP5. And that's a distinct advantage of the gun. It really slays at really close range. And that's where I find I do a lot of my SMG fighting. Let me show you a little bit of footage showing exactly what I'm talking about. But just before I jump into that, I want to say thank you to everybody who's recently subbed to the channel. I really appreciate all that love and support, so thank you guys. And if you haven't subbed to the channel, consider subscribing, because it really does help small content creators like myself. All right, let me show you the footage. All right, so this is what I'm talking about, and watch right here. This guy comes running in, I literally jump over his head and shoot him in the back. He doesn't know where I am. His buddy comes running up and get him down as well. This is where the MP5 really excels, in these super close range fights. I find guys busting in doors, and I'm glad I've got this gun because it shoots crazy fast and has a very fast time to kill within 10 or 12 meters. Again, right here, same thing. I'm gonna go busting around a corner, and when guys are down, or when I found a guy standing around, same thing, super fast. Two guys here, take the first guy out, thirst him, his buddy's got a shotgun, get him as well. This is where the thing is crazy fast, super close range, it really hits. And get this guy come running in, listen to what I say here.
An MP5, you're trying to challenge me with a pistol? You high?
So I've been carrying my MP5 with the M16, and it's a really good pairing. The MP5 has very good close to medium range, and the M16 is great medium to long range, and they have a really good crossover, so they really complement each other nicely. Let me show you my MP5 build. So for the muzzle, like most of my guns, I'm using the agency suppressor. It's got sound suppression, vertical recoil control, bullet velocity, and effective damage range. And really the things that you want on an SMG is damage range and mobility. Nothing else really matters. It's nice to have bullet velocity. The sound suppression is also something you really want, but really the range and the movement speed is the things that are most important. So that's what my build is going to concentrate on. So for the barrel, there's really two barrels that give you effective damage range. There's the reinforced heavy, which gives you 10% and about a 50% bullet velocity increase, but at the cost of some sprint moving speed. So you can see the negative down here. For the rifled, this is a 23% improvement in effective damage range, and the mobility loss is slightly less. So I've been running the rifled barrel because I want the least amount of reduction in movement speed and the most range. I'm not running a laser because I don't generally hip fire, and I'm not running an optic because I'm just using iron sights. But I am running a stock, and for the stock I've been using the no stock because it gives you the fastest sprint to fire time. So this is, again, when I'm running and then I have to pull the gun out, the faster that sprint to fire time is on a gun that has really fast sprint to fire time anyway, makes it crazy fast from when you're running to be able to pull it out and start shooting. And that's how I'm winning gunfights using the MP5. So for the ammunition, I'm running the 40 round drum because it gives you more bullets with no negatives to ADS speed. It has a slight reload quickness reduction, but the gun reloads pretty fast anyway. I don't feel the need to go up to say 50 and have an ADS penalty. So the 40 round drum is perfect. And for the underbarrel, it really came down to two choices. You can always run the tried and true field agent grip, which gives you horizontal and vertical recoil control, but at the cost of movement speed. And if you remember the thing I said about SMGs, you want effective damage range and movement speed. So what I have been trying is is the bruiser grip. Now, it gives me hipfire accuracy, which I don't normally do all that often, but sometimes I do. But it does give you more movement speed. So when you're ADS or hipfiring, the ability to strafe and or move around improves your chances of staying alive. And I find that with an SMG, the better you can move and the more range you have, the better the gun works. So I'm using the bruiser grip. And this is how I've been running my MP5, and I found it to be incredibly successful. So if you're looking to run something that's a little bit off meta, the MP5 is great. It's got a really fast time to kill up close, and it has decent range as well. And the thing I like about running an SMG with my M16 is versus running the FFAR, it comes from a different ammo pool. I found myself when I was carrying 2 ARs, essentially, that I was always asking my teammates for money or always having to, buy a munitions box at a fire sale or, get ammo off of dead bodies. I never found I had enough ammo. So I like to carry guns from 2 different ammo pools. So M16 and the Cold War MP5 is a really great fit. Give it a shot. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. You guys leave some really hilarious comments, and you also leave some really great gun build ideas that I've been trying out. So keep doing that and hit me up in the comment section and let me know what your thoughts are. And as always, guys, if you don't see me in Warzone, if you don't see me in multiplayer, it's only a matter of time, baby. King James out.